That's right, it's that annual holiday. It's Christmas in July. When else would baseball celebrate Christmas but in the heart of the Summerland? Everybody is happy to see Santa Claus keeping hip. Yep, blowing it up as the Phils get set to take on the Houston Astros in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy, along with Ben Davis. Got that beard going. It's going to be ready by December 25th. All right, so last night the Phillies got beat up by the Astros. A lot of teams have during the course of the 2017 season. And it usually starts with the smallest guy in the lineup, and that's Jose Altuve.
Yeah, throw every possible stereotype out the window about a short baseball player. He's 5'6", listed, maybe, but he's just a guy that carries such a big stick in there. He's got quick hands, and he's got pop. Of course, when you get pitches elevated in the strike zone, good hitters like Jose Altuve are not going to miss those. The man is 10 for his last 14. You say, well, he's hot right now, but he's been hot throughout the entire season, and he's been hot since he got caught up to the big leagues.
All right, so July 1st till now, he has the third highest batting average in baseball history. Ty Cobb is ahead of him. I mean, that's the kind of list that he's on. You take a look at this season overall, first in batting average. He's trying to win his third batting title. First in hits, tied for second in doubles. His on-base percentage is through the roof at .431. You hope that you can get to that level if you're a baseball player. Now, the first few weeks for Nick Williams of the Phillies hasn't really been to that level, but he's been pretty good out there for the Phils.
He's been very good, and what I like about him is his aggressiveness. He's been very, very aggressive. Take a look at his first 20 games, 18 RBIs. Give me a man who can drive some runners in. I'll take him on my team any day of the week. But Nick Williams is doing it with, yes, he's very aggressive at home plate, but he's still staying under control. He's getting some good pitches, and he's not missing them. And that's what good hitters do. And right now, he's righties, lefties, it doesn't matter. He's hitting the ball hard. Even his first at bat last night, he hit a bullet to the center fielder for an out, but it doesn't stop him there. He continues to keep hitting.
Keeping that shoulder in, it's so important for his success and the success of any hitter. Tonight is Game 2 of this 3-game series. Let's hope there's some presents under the tree for Nick Pivetta, making his 14th start of the year. Charlie Morton the same. Lineups at first pitch when we return to Philadelphia. Well, it is Christmas in July, and from the Nutcracker, that's actually a pretty good first pitch. I don't know if the Mouse King could have done any better. The Fanatic is a little scared to get his photo taken, but he was able to muddle through. We're getting set for game 2 between the Phils and the Houston Astros. We're just awaiting the arrival of Nick Pivetta to head out to the mound to get things started for the Phils. Nick came in a few moments ago. Umpires have already taken the lineup cards from the respective coaches. So here comes Pivetta and the rest of the Phillies, and we're just minutes away from a little baseball. Nick will grab the baseball. Matt will stay right there for the entire game and not be as scared at all. Well, maybe not. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Astros. It's brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Well, a couple of changes for the Astros. George Springer is out with that injury he sustained in last night's ball game. So Derek Fisher is up from the minor leagues, and he is batting right behind Marwin Gonzalez. He'll be batting 6th in tonight's ball game. And they will face Nick Pivetta for the first time. Pivetta is 3-5 with an earned run average of 5.58. Last time out, he went 5 2/3. He allowed 3 earned runs in a 10-3 victory over the Marlins. The key for him, Ben, I think, is to keep the ball in the ballpark, which I think is appropriate against a team like the Astros.
Absolutely, and also to get early outs. He will average about 18 pitches per inning, so you'd love to see that come down. At times, he can have an overpowering fastball, just a matter of location with him. The change in the curveball especially still a work in progress.
Time now for our Nissan keys to this ball game.
Well, we saw Charlie Morton relatively a couple starts last year for the Fighting Phils, but they make sure that he elevates the fastball and also the curveball. Nick Pivetta, no walks, cannot walk this ball club, and must throw off speed down the zone. He just can't throw it for strikes. He needs to throw it for strikes down in the strike zone.
Yeah, Pete talked about that a little bit after last night's game, even the first couple innings for Vince Velasquez, how they were sitting on his fastball, but they also seemed to know, and Pete didn't say this, but it looked this way just from rewatching the game, and they also seemed to know when the change of speeds or the secondary pitches were coming. So Pivetta is just finishing up his warm-up tosses. The Astros come in 66-33 and 17 games up in the American League West. To say it's been a cakewalk, I guess, is an understatement. Time for our best combo, brought to you by State Farm. And Jose Altuve will be leading things off. His last 3 games, Ben mentioned it during the open, 10 for 14. Meanwhile, Nick Williams, he's riding an 8-game hitting streak. He's hitting .382 during that time, 13 hits in 34 at-bats. All right, so here we go. Altuve to lead things off. Saw last night they went ahead 2 strikes in 3 of his at-bats, and he was able to get base hits in all of them. You can't leave anything up in the zone for this guy, but he does waste good pitches too.
Yes, he does. And for being short in stature, he's able to get on top of some high pitches.
First pitch is cut out and missed, and it's 0-1. Overall hitting .365 on the year. Oh, 0-2.
Here we go.
Altuve in the month of July hitting .507. Johnny Mize in 1936 hit better in July, and so did Ty Cobb back in 1918. And he sprays one foul, and it remains 0-2. Can he continue to sustain this throughout the course of the year? Well, I mean, or at least through the course of July. His manager thinks so. He's hit in 16 consecutive games, and he got him on strikes. Well, that's a tall order all by itself. 1 away here in the first.
I like to see that good hard breaking ball. Altuve knew he was a little bit late on the fastball. Tried to speed it up a little bit to not pick up the rotation. See Cameron pounding the turf. Give it to me down. That's exactly what happened. Well executed.
Well, here's Josh Reddick. He was part of the hit parade last night. He was 3 for 5. In fact, 18 hits last night for the Astros, the 11th time they have had at least 15 hits in a game. That's remarkable. Ground ball foul, and it's 0-2. Reddick at 307 overall with 9 homers and 47 runs batted in. Up high. 97 on that heater from Pivetta.
So free and easy.
Curved ball hit out towards second, softly on one hop. And one away here in the first. And Gurriel is coming up next. Today's game is also available in Spanish. Just use the SAP button on your television or change the language through the menu on your cable box.
Nick got away with a pitch right there as a breaking ball. It's more so the speed that got Reddick out as opposed to the location. But he'll take it.
Gurriel was 1 for 4 last night with a couple RBIs. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Popped up, and it remains 2-2. Dan Iasonia is the home plate umpire tonight, the veteran. Brian Gorman is the crew chief at first. Stu Shorewater is at second. And Trip Gibson is around at third. Three balls, 2 strikes. And a strike 3 called. I don't know how Gurriel would be upset about that. That's a pretty good breaking pitch. He has shown a sharp breaking pitch in this first inning. 2 strikeouts overall. He got one swinging, and he gets one looking. A 15-pitch inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Pete McCann looks like he's pondering as he gets set to watch his team hit here in the bottom of the first inning. Cesar Hernandez will lead things off against Charlie Morton. Charlie, who pitched very briefly for the Phillies last year before a season-ending hamstring injury. He's been good for the Astros. 7-4 on the year. He has been benefited by this offense because they score a lot of runs, so he can give up his share. No balls and 1 strike to Cesar Hernandez. 0-2. See his numbers: 83 strikeouts and 75 1/3.
Definitely has that ability. Scouting report predominantly fastball, curveball. He will sit at about 95 with good sink. Overall numbers against the Fighting Phils, though, not very good.
Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-2. Last year with the Phillies, 1-1 with a 4.15 earned run average. He made just 4 starts for them. Hot shot to shortstop, backhanded by Marwin Gonzalez. And the rest of the Phillies lineup brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. It'll be Freddie Galvis, then Nick Williams. Howie Kendrick batting cleanup tonight for the Phils. Then Odubel Herrera and Maikel Franco. Tommy Joseph at 7th, Cameron Rupp 8th. And in the pitcher's spot, Galvis was 0 for 2 last night before he was lifted in the ball game. .96 from Charlie Morton. That's not a surprise. He was throwing hard last year before the injury for the Phillies. And that got Freddie Galvis. It just kept on hunting the lower half. And he's aboard with a hit by pitch.
That'll smart.
It looked like he waited and waited and then tried to get out of the way, and it just kept on curling into him. Back foot.
Yep.
Little curveball.
He's right off the arch of his foot there.
There's Nick Williams. Williams, a 9-game hitting streak, hitting .378 during that time. .315 with 4 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Like he may have jumped at that fastball, and it's 0-1. Nick with 18 RBIs so far on the year. Obviously, most of his damage has come after the All-Star break. Quick throw over to first. He has 17 RBIs since the All-Star break, which is tops in the National League. That's what we talked about last night. I mean, look where the center fielder Fisher is, and look where the right fielder Reddick is. I mean, they're giving him center field basically and the right field line. I thought maybe part of it last night was because Beltran was in left field. I figured he wasn't going to cover a whole lot of ground. But the scouting report paid off in last night's game.
I was talking to Nick about that triple he hit last night. He said, with the way they're positioning me and a couple other guys on the team, he said, I knew as that ball got past first base and I had an easy triple.
So we talked about in the open, the 18 RBIs in his first 20 games, second to Leo Norris. Norris, who used to spell Pinky Whitney at third base. One-two pitch coming. 2-2. The Lucky McDonald's Phillies home run jackpot contestant is Don McNabb. No fooling. From Levittown, Pennsylvania. Phillies hit a home run in today's ball game. Then Don will win $200. Introducing the new signature crafted recipes at McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Good luck, Don.
Ground ball foul past Mickey Morandini.
Well, it was refreshing to hear me here today with Nick Williams is the fact that I said, were you looking for a fastball in off zip? I said, because typically lefties don't like to pound lefties in with fastballs. He said, well, he went first pitch breaking ball and then fastball in. He goes, I thought he might take a shot back in there again. And it's amazing to hear a hitter say that because he's actually thinking about his at-bat during the at-bat. You know, he's not just looking for a pitch and trying to hit it. Trying to think about how a pitcher is trying to get you out.
He has not flinched with left-handers so far this season. Three balls, two strikes, runner at first. Runner goes, pitches inside, ball four. And that'll put runners on first and second with one man down.
Pitch close. I was watching it live and Gaddis kind of got up. I don't know if he blocked the view of Dan Izonia. Take a look at your Mazda pitch cast here. It looked pretty good. He wasn't set up there. A little inside.
They can block him away. Howie Kendrick batting cleanup, 0 for 1 last night as a pinch hitter. Fastball 0-1.
Another good at bat though by Nick Williams, a guy down in the count against a veteran pitcher, a pitcher that knows how to strike guys out. He coaxed a walk out of it.
It took a couple of close pitches.
Yeah. A beautiful night. No humidity.
A little bit of cloud cover, but the storms that were here last night, yeah, they're not coming back. At least not tonight. 76 degrees. Ground ball softly left side. Gonzalez flips to Altuve for one. And that is all they'll get. 6-4 the put out. Runners on first and third for Mike Calfranco. And that brings Odubel Herrera to the plate. Odubel was 2 for 3 in yesterday's game. Hitting a cool .364 in the month of July. I mean, it's not .507, but it's still .364.
Never understood why guys readjust their batting gloves after not swinging.
Top of the bubbles.
Never got it.
So it's June 1st. Odubel finds himself with 27 extra base hits. Jose Ramirez, the Indians, 31 leads the way. Out towards center field. That sounded good. Fisher's going back toward the wall, and he makes the catch as he pounds into the wall near the 409 sign. His first day playing here at Citizens Bank Park. And he was able to get to a spot where he can get his glove on it and wrap up the bottom of the first inning. Right there, I didn't think he had enough on it. But then he realized he'd be able to track it down.
You have the jackets on out there.
Yeah.
A little warm out there?
It was a little warm out there.
Well done, though. Perfectly executed, Tom.
It was a lot of fun.
Well done.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, it was warm out there for sure. I think we lost a couple pounds, which was nice.
Oh, some of us could use it.
That was really, really well done. How many times did it take you to do it?
It took us about a half hour, right, Murph, to do the whole thing?
Yeah, about a half hour.
Yeah, we had to do a couple different shots just to kind of make sure we hit it right.
Plenty of outtakes.
Your outfits were outstanding. We gotta go.
Well, we were going to be late. I don't like being late. You know that.
I think that cap is really going to keep the Fanatic warm as well.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun, though. I mean, it was very well done and very smart in the way that they wanted it done in honor of Christmas in July. But we enjoyed it. We've done a couple of things like that. Nothing where we had to play roles. We played ourselves in the other ones that wound up on Fanavision or on Twitter. But it really was a lot of fun. Evan Gattis sends one in the air to right center field. And Odubel Herrera will make the catch.
Well, I think it's award worthy, Tom. I really do.
Well, with one man down, Marwin Gonzalez is coming up, and let's check in with my co-star. What do you got on Marwin Gonzalez there?
Co-star, I like that. Thank you very much. You know what? It was back in 2011, the end of 2011, when Astros general manager took over, Jeff Lunau, took over the job. And one of the first things that he did on the job was he made a swap with the Boston Red Sox of a couple of Rule 5 players. That player was 28-year-old Marwin Gonzalez. And when they got him, they thought to themselves, well, we got a guy that can play a lot of different positions, pretty good offensive player. But what he has developed into, guys, is nothing short of remarkable. I mean, just look at last night. He played 3 different positions for the Astros last night. Here's where he has started games this year. First base, second base. He's played short, third, left field, right field. He can do it all. Every team has to have that utility player, but he has been called a super utility player. You look at some of his numbers, batting .318 this season so far, 18 home runs, 59 RBIs. The man who can do it all. He can do it in all different positions, and he is one of the reasons that the Astros are the best team in baseball, guys.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, AJ Hinch says that he looks at Gonzalez as being a starter. Doesn't matter where he's a utility guy. he feels like he is the 10th starter that he has on his roster, counting the pitcher on an everyday lineup. And it's Martin Prado, Omar Infante. You think of guys like that. Phillies had Tomas Perez, who was such a good utility guy. Andres Blanco has been a good utility guy, but Gonzalez adds a little bit more because he adds some pop as he lines out to left field. And there are 2 outs. And Derek Fisher is coming up. Lebanon's own Derek Fisher. Hear a little chirping into the background because it's not that far of a ride from where he grew up.
It's another Keystone Stater, Tom.
Look at those numbers down in AAA. He's been up with the big club before. Out of the University of Virginia, went to Cedar Crest High School. Major League service all of 7 days. This will be the 8th day. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Like you said last night, everyone in the lineup, they all hit homers. He's got a couple to his credit already.
Well, Fisher, when he came out of Cedar Crest High School, he was selected by the Rangers but did not sign. Another liner to left field, tracked down by Howie Kendrick. The side is retired. 6 up, 6 down for Nick Pivetta. We'll move to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Phillies nothing and the Astros nothing. On Sunday, all children 14 and under will receive the Community Energy Fanatic Solar Bobble Body. You can get your tickets by going to Phillies.com. There is the Bobble Body right there. Put it in a little sunshine. It keeps on moving. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, and Michael Franco will lead things off. 0 for his last 12. First pitch is inside. Hey, by the way, we failed to mention when we were talking about the Christmas thing that Murph and I did. Now, Mike Lecision from the Phillies Fanavision department, he was the one who operated the camera and edited it all together. He did an amazing job. That was a 1-camera shoot also. It's a low budget film.
It was really well executed. I'm not just saying that because you're my partner and Murph's our colleague. I just say it's really funny.
Murph and I do have SAG-AFTRA cards. 1 ball, 1 strike to Michael. Michael hitting .236, make it .226 with 14 homers, 52 runs batted in. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Franco. Outside with a fastball, 2-2. And Franco is down looking. 1 out here in the second. And Tommy Joseph is coming up. So back on April 23rd last year, Charlie Morton was playing for the Phils, laid down a bunt. And right there, we thought he tripped initially. He tripped all right because he tore his hamstring. Helped off the field by Sean Ficazzi, the Phillies athletic trainer, and Mickey Morandini. And he missed the rest of the season. And then signed a 2-year contract with the Astros. One to Tommy Joseph. Phillies were relying on him and Jeremy Hellickson last year to sort of anchor a young rotation. That one's lined out to center field. There is no way that Fisher's going to get this one on the fly. He'll play it off the wall. And Tommy will pull into second base with his 19th double of the year.
Just hit some line drives that just don't come down. The ball he hit last night, his first at bat off the left center field cement wall out there, was blistered. This ball is just hammered. You see Morton kind of yank that pitch, supposed to be down and in. He just yanks it across his body. Tommy doesn't miss it. The center field fence with some authority.
All right, let's see if they can get the run home here with Cameron Rupp coming up. Cameron hitting .222, 7 home runs, 18 runs batted in, and a breaking ball that drops in. 0-1. Last time out, Charlie Morton threw his fastball 55% of the time. His second most used pitch is that curveball, and then the cutter 11% of the time. Thing about Morton, though, when he's on, his fastball just moves every which way. Back toward the middle, spinning every which way. Altuve has it. Throws out Rupp. Over to third goes Joseph. 4-3 on the putout. Nick Pavetta's coming up. Let's face it, the week gets busy fast. No worries, CSN has you covered. Catch every CSN game with the NBC Sports app. Download now to keep up with all your Philly teams. Pavetta 083 on the year, 27 plate appearances. Off the hands, out towards center, and caught. Fisher was playing shallow, and he robs the Phils of getting a run. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left in scoring position. We'll go to the third.
He's looking at his superior, and he just can't handle it.
Superior,
Yeah.
you have lost your mind, son.
Yeah.
You have lost your mind.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is that 38-year-old Daniel Cormier, he is the superior in age. He retained his UFC heavyweight championship on April 8th, setting up Saturday night's rematch against the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Johnny Bones Jones. Order with your remote or visit Xfinity.com/UFC for more details.
Two excellent records. Jones 22-1, Cormier 19-1. I could not imagine doing that at 38 years old.
Talking about getting your body in.
Yeah.
One is 6'4", Cormier is 5'11". That's the amazing thing.
And they just.
Cormier has wrestling as part of his background. Jones does also, but he's got jiu-jitsu, which he mixes in. Alex Bregman leads it off, and Bregman lines one to right center field. He has fallen in love with that alleyway, and Odubel can't track it down, and Bregman is on his way to second. He's thinking about 3, and now he's going for 3. Hernandez's throw won't get there in time. It's a triple, his second of the year. So a runner at third and nobody out.
Just a short swing. You saw that last night, unfortunately, three different times. But he can motor too.
Kind of looks like he's running like Ron Say.
The Penguin.
Yeah. He needs a little extra time to get himself ready.
Pretty similar body types.
Here's Aoki. Aoki came in last night's game for Springer, was 1 for 3. Phillies play the infield in. Fly ball left field. That's going to carry. Howie Kendrick going back, reaches up, makes the catch. Tagging from third is Bregman. It'll be a sac fly, and it's 1-0 Astros.
The wind is howling out to left. You can see the flags just. At the beginning of the game, I think that's what kept Odubel Herrera's ball in the ballpark, but now the wind has shifted. Now it's completely out to left field. Aoki hit that double last night. I should say triple last night. Bat he just flicked his hands at. This ball, pretty much the same swing. Nice play by Howie just to get back on that baseball.
Well, now Charlie Morton will be the hitter with nobody on. Aoki picked up his 19th RBI. One ball, one strike. Ground ball back toward the middle. To his left, Freddie Galvis, 2 outs. Time now for the Jeep Stump the Fans trivia question. Log on to Phillies.com. Go to the fans section for all the information. And please submit your answer on the subject line. Question is, who are the only 2 Astros to win the Rookie of the Year award? Answer will be revealed a little later on.
Pretty good idea there.
Swing and a miss by Altuve. It's 0-1. Murph, you have a good idea about that one?
Yes, I know why you're laughing, because I said to you yesterday, I bet you that one of the trivia questions this week is going to be, which 2 Astros won Rookie of the Year? I know John DeSangro.
0-2. But I can't remember, was Ben in the room, or was Glenn in the room, or Little Joe? Anybody?
I don't think any of those people were in the room.
Okay.
I think Scott Fransky was in the room.
And we don't know whether he's a helper or not in Ben's quest to get answers correct. Michael Franco to his left. Inning is over. A run does score on a sacrifice fly by Aoki. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Astros. It's brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by McDonald's, introducing the new signature crafted recipes at McDonald's. I'm loving it. Last of the third, 1-0 Astros on top. The Phillies will send the top of the order: Cesar Hernandez, Freddie Galvis, Nick Williams. So they got into the Christmas spirit, Ben. Let's check out the naughty or nice list. Cesar grounded out his first time up. No balls and 1 strike. Inside, 1-1. Astros are 8-0 after yesterday's victory in interleague play. Since the start of 2015, they are a major league best 35-13 in interleague contests, which is remarkable to think about it because they're in the American League now. For most of the time that interleague play was going on, they were in the National League, and like a lot of National League teams, they would just get beat up. Ground ball softly right side. Altuve takes care of Cesar. Astros are 161 and 172 in interleague play. Phillies, meanwhile, are 156 and 202. And head-to-head, Phillies lead 292 to 278. It's amazing that they've played that many games against the Astros, but again, they were a National League team since '62. By the way, something happened to Bregman. He is out for the Astros. Gurriel moves over to third base, and Tyler White takes over at first base. Ben, the Astros are just falling apart.
Wow.
There's a base hit by Freddie Galvis.
Jeez.
And Freddie will pull into second with a 1-out double. Second double of the night.
Got to be the shoes
for the Phils.
And to stay back on a breaking ball like that and just lace it to left field. Get that foot down. You don't move forward with your head. Keep those hands back. I mean, that's a nasty pitch. Back to a breaking ball. Nice easy swing. I'll take my pair the other way.
All right, so Williams up for the second time. He walked his first time. One. Nick's numbers with runners in scoring position. You'd figure they'd be high with all the RBIs he's picked up since he's arrived. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down the left field line. Aoki watches it go into the crowd. Nice grab. Wear a Houston Texans hat to the ballpark, you might get a foul ball. Follow Phillies baseball live with the MLB.com at-bat mobile app. Stay connected to the game's best players all season long with game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcasts, stats, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat today, your #1 app for live baseball. One and two. 2-2. And looking on strikes. Second strikeout for Morton.
You look at pitch cast presented by Mazda. Little two-seamer runs back over, catches a piece of that line. I know Nick disagrees, but I really think it's a pitch, along with some other pitches I think just need to be called.
Oh yeah, some other pitches definitely. Last night there were some other pitches that should have been called. Down and away, 1-1 to Howie Kendrick. Kendrick 357 in his last 27 games that he's played in. He's been on the disabled list 2 different times this year. That's a breaking ball that didn't break. It got Howie Kendrick. And that'll put runners on first and second. Well, it's the second batter that's been hit on a breaking ball from Charlie Morton.
Right on the back. On those letters, but on the wrong side. It's like glancing blow.
Nine hit batters now for Charlie Morton on the season. I don't think we're heading toward the White Sox and the Cubs from earlier today, but you never know. John Lackey hit 4 in today's game. And Chris Beck hit 1 for the White Sox.
Get off my plate.
I didn't think Abreu was even on his plate. Either time.
It's the way to get out of the way. Good pitch to hit there. Duval upset with himself. Talked about the movement on his fastball. That one not as much. And when the ball is elevated, it definitely does not move as much. Down the zone, different story.
With an off-speed pitch, Odubel strikes out. 3 strikeouts for Charlie Morton, 2 here in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left, 3 in the books. We'll go to the 4th. 1-0 Astros. All upon the local company who has perfected the perks of same-day delivery. Order by 11:30 a.m. and your WB Mason driver delivers right to your break room. Local, fast, and convenient. Who but WB Mason? Top of the 4th inning. The Phillies trail at 1-0. Josh Reddick will lead it off. Reddick is 0 for 1. He's grounded out. Astros with 1 run on 1 hit. Fanatic and the Rally Monkey spending some time together. Not talking to each other, though. Some of the numbers that the Astros have put up the last couple of months have been ridiculous in how strong they have been. Like Reddick, who fouls that one, and it's 0-2. Reddick has 47 hits in the last 2 months. Spending his 52nd game as the number 2 hitter. A spot where he's hitting .302. Outside corner, strike 3 call. 3 strikeouts for Pivetta. Reddick disagrees. And 1 away. What do you say? Tighten up. 1 away, and that'll bring Gary out to the plate.
It was a lighten up.
Steve McCannon is our Geico quote of the day on the Astros. Houston's a good team, is as good a team as we've seen. They have 9 guys with double-digit home runs. As Gurriel fouls this one back. They're a real aggressive team, one of the best, if not the best, that we've seen. They have aggressive hitters. You can't make mistakes against them. Early in the count, they hack at those mistakes. They don't strike out a lot. There's some truth to that. I mean, think about how quickly this count has gone 0-2.
Mm-hmm. They will swing. 1 through 8, they will swing. But in my mind, that just means that I know their numbers are good, but you can pitch to them. You just have to command your pitches and execute. And that can be said against any ball club. But I think the really over-aggressive ball clubs, you can take advantage of at times.
Well, there's a good pitch there. His breaking ball has been excellent tonight. Probably the best we've seen in a few starts. That's 4 strikeouts for Pivetta.
Good hard curveball straight down. That is a tight curveball.
Breaking ball inside.
Evan Gattis with still the longest home run I've ever seen here at CBP.
He's just got some raw power.
Off Cole Hamels, my brother and I were down the right field line and just went up. I think it came close to hitting that Tony Luke's out in left center, did it not?
It did. It bounced into it.
Yes.
Or off the side, I should say. Had a strike on the outside corner, 1-2.
He hit it, and he and I just looked at each other like, did that just really happen? Did it really go that far?
Got him. Whew. A breaking ball. He just struck out the side, and he didn't just rely on his fastball. He relied on his breaking ball as well. 5 strikeouts for Pivetta. Now he needs some runs as we go to the bottom of the 4th. July 29th. Order with your remote or visit Xfinity.com/UFC. Last of the 4th inning. And the Phillies will send Maikel Franco, Tommy Joseph, Cameron Rupp to the plate. Franco struck out looking his first time up. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Franco lost his hat. Ben, with the coif of hair that you have, did you ever lose your helmet when you took a swing?
I did not. I did not.
Out to right field. He jammed him. And Franco now 0 for his last 14. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Find your favorite model today. Toyota. Let's go places. Tommy doubled his first time up. Oh, 1. Low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Charlie Morton signed a 2-year, $14 million contract with the Astros this past offseason. We joked about it last night, but he said that in this offseason, after his hamstring became healthy, he took some classes on how to run better. Worked out with somebody just to teach him how to run a little more appropriately. Off the side of the mound, Altuve gobbles it up. 4-3 of the putout. 2 outs. And here's Cameron Rupp.
Probably helped with his conditioning as well, off-season conditioning.
I would think so. Said he's never been able to run properly. Always been an awkward runner. Are you an awkward runner?
No, just really slow. I had great form, Tom.
I think you should label it as awkward. Just label it as awkward. Bouncer to third, off the glove of Gurriel. He let that play him.
Give him a hit.
I have no power over that, Ben. E5, according to Mike McConey, tonight's official score.
Yeah, this is exactly what you said, Tom, letting the ball play you. Once you play it into that long hop, you don't know that top spin if it's going to stay low to the ground or pop up on you, but the best thing about it is the fact that we cleared the pitcher spot here.
A little different style now for Pivetta as a hitter. You said it was a beautiful night. What's going on with the wind?
It's beautiful. No humidity.
We don't have any rain, do we, coming in?
Nah.
How are those bones? Astros players can't handle the heat. Curveball, and Pivetta is down looking on strikes. 3rd strikeout for Charlie Morton. No runs, no hits. One error by the Astros. One man left. Phillies have left 6 through the first 4. Mets are in town. It'll be the wrap up to Toyota Phillies Alumni Weekend. It's Alumni Day, and a Topps Wall of Fame card pack will be given out to all fans. Go to Phillies.com for more information. One nothing. Astros lead it. As we move on to the top of the 5th inning. Marwin Gonzalez will lead it off. Marwin flying out to left field his first time up. Gonzalez takes low. Fastball in tight. Popped up, and that will go out of play. 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Man, he has had a good breaking ball today.
Thing is sharp as could be.
Not really sure what he has done differently with it.
He's throwing it so hard and just not picking up any rotation.
Swing and a miss. Gonzalez strikes out. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts. For Nick Pivetta, and 6 overall.
Some awkward swings, but take a look at his finish. Pivetta just in a good balanced position. Ball going straight down. Definitely has his legs underneath him tonight, Nick Pivetta.
Well, Derek Fisher is now the hitter. On the inside corner. Two balls and one strike.
That is a good ratio of balls to strikes.
Over to the right side. Tommy Joseph will cleanly take the plate of the bag. 3 unassisted. Every time the Phillies retire, the opposing team, 1, 2, 3, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Tyler White, who came in last night because of the way the score was going. And a breaking ball and a check swing. He did not go. Two and 0. I think Pivetta looks a lot tonight like he looked against the Red Sox. The only difference, I think, is breaking ball is better. Boy, that is a tight strike zone. And White draws a walk. And Aoki's coming up. He had a sac fly his last time up.
These pitches are close.
2 and 3 were in the strike zone. One to Aoki. Ground ball to shortstop. Galvis has it. He'll take it across the diamond in time. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits. One man left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The sun is setting. Let's hope the offense raises it up. Pay attention now, Ben. It's time for the Citizens Bank Minor League Report. Citizens Bank, the official bank of the Phils. Brock Stassi hit a grand slam today for Lehigh Valley. They defeated Gwinnett 5-zip. Lakewood lost to Charleston 7-4. Juan Louis hit a home run, his third. Reading and Altoona are tied at 1 in the 6th inning. Phillies trail at 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th here at Citizens Bank Park. That one's the opposite way. Boy, Aoki was playing over there. I'll tell you, their advanced scouting of some of the Phillies hitters has been right on.
Yeah, another hard hit ball there by Cesar. At first at bat, he blistered one to shortstop. Second bat, yes, he just rolled one over, but another ball hit hard down the left field line there by Cesar.
Brent Strom, the pitching coach, has to be happy about what he's watching from Charlie Morton. Freddie takes on the inside corner 0-1. Outside. Fly ball, center field. Fisher comes in. Gonzalez backpedaling out. And there are 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Here's Nick Williams. Nice grab by somebody on the suite level. Young lady was walking away because she didn't want to be hit by it, but there was a cat down there that casually just picked it right out of the air. No balls and 1 strike, and it's 0-2. Charlie Morton's been on top of his game tonight. There's that cat right there. He's wearing a shirt that is not designed for TV. Breaking ball and a strike 3 call. Boy, these 2 pitchers have been dueling here tonight. 5 strikeouts for Charlie Morton. He threw 7 pitches. 6 of those pitches were strikes. We'll move to the 6th inning. 1-0 Astros. still new, still adjusting to the major league level, but has been having a grand old time getting started. Nick Williams arrived on the final day of June, and his first summer has been no vacation for opposing pitchers. The 23-year-old has driven in 12 runs with 3 homers and a very productive 9 extra base hits in just his first 16 games. Nick's journey has just begun, and it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Well, the Fanatic is celebrating Christmas in July. He was hoping for some gifts, and then he realized that Santa Claus was here. Good thing they slowed up. They would have knocked each other back. 1 ball and no strikes to Charlie Morton. Two and 0. Morton grounded out to shortstop his first time up. And Pivetta just served that one right in there. Over to short again. Freddie Galvis comes sweeping in. One out here in the 6th. Check in during your visit to Citizens Bank Park using the MLB.com Ballpark app, the official Citizens Bank Park app for your iPhone and Android smartphone. Perfectly complements and personalize your trip with ballpark maps, mobile check-in, and more. Download MLB.com Ballpark today or visit Phillies.com/ballpark app to learn more. So what it does is it tells you where everything is around the ballpark, all the food services like Bull's Barbecue, or if you want to get a Tony Luke's cheesesteak, it'll tell you where that is. Now with the app, you now have access to Phillies charities auctions as well, whether you're at the game or at home. If you want to find out where all the sunscreen stations are here at the ballpark, it'll be on the app. The authentic stand, that's on the app. Working on finding out how we can get Murph on the app so we can find out where he is at all times.
Now that's funny, Tom.
Although Murph probably needs an app to find out where his shirts are, the way things are going. That's down the right field line. Williams will get to it. Altuve trying to get to second and is there, sliding with his 31st double of the season.
I guess that was inevitable, wasn't it? Not a bad pitch, but we talked about his plate coverage last night. How he's able to get to those pitches seemingly off the plate away. And that's not a bad pitch. He still barrels it and shoots it down the right field line. Good play by Nick Williams here to slide, cut this off, because if that ball gets by him, that's a triple.
All right, so how does he have such good plate coverage? I mean, he has a 17-game hitting streak now, but how does he have that good a plate coverage?
Well, he's able to, first of all, let the pitches get deep, so he's not out there reaching for pitches. So he pretty much takes the same swing. He just lets that ball travel a bit more.
Off the glove of Rupp, and that's going to allow Altuve to go to third. That'll be a pass ball. Unless he was crossed up. Usually a conversation on the mound after something like that happens means there's a cross up. Let's take a look. All right, catcher, is there a cross up?
There is a cross up.
Yes, there is.
You can adjust to a breaking ball. You cannot adjust to a fastball.
And a line drive to left field. That's in for a base hit. Altuve will score. But it's now 2-0 Astros. 72nd run of the year for Altuve. But an RBI single for Reddick.
Those to be up and in. I mean, that ball center cut.
the dirt, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike.
A ground ball, get out of it right here.
Gurriel is also one of those guys that's been hot in the month of July, hitting .352 with 20 RBIs in July. Mentioned that he defected from Cuba, made his major league debut at the age of 32. He was a .335 hitter lifetime in Cuba. Picks up the base hit here, and that puts runners on first and second with 1 out. He left Cuba for 1 year to play in Japan in Yokohama, and at .305 there, then returned back to Cuba before he eventually defected and came to the United States to play. Bob McClure out to the mound to talk to Pivetta.
Give him a little breather here.
So after that conversation, they'll have to face Evan Gattis with runners on first and second. Eagles fans, we know you're fired up about training camp, so make sure you're breaking down every day with Quick Slants tomorrow at 6, only on CSN. Gattis is 0 for 2. He's flied out and he is struck out. Upstairs 1-0. I don't think that he's tiring at all, but
no.
He is definitely missing his spots. Two and 0.
Just not seeing the same fluidity out of his motion as we saw earlier in the ball game.
Off the hands. Gattis fouls it back. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Very odd will you see a pitcher shag balls in the outfield during batting practice the day he's pitching. Nick got done hitting today and grabbed his glove and then started walking out to the outfield, and Daniel Knott was down there. I said, "Where's he going?" He said he can't sit still. You got to go. He said, "I'd rather him do that than just sit in front of his locker."
Foul tip hung on to by Rupp. 7 strikeouts for Pivetta, 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
I think it was pretty cool that he does that. You know, he just helps him limber up a little bit, get ready for tonight's ball game.
So much time between the time that these guys get here to the ballpark and the game.
Yeah.
And for starting pitchers, a lot of times they arrive later, but some of these younger guys, they don't do that. They'll watch some film, take their batting practice.
Now, I've also said, of all the teams I've been on, this is the most unique group of personalities I've ever been associated with.
Really?
He said, in a good way. He said everybody has their own thing, what they do. And he goes, it's really interesting to see the way they go about their business. He said it's fun.
1-1. It really wasn't that close.
No. I think your acting was way better, Tom.
Inside, 2-1. Two at two.
Got Gonzalez's last time up with a couple breaking balls down the zone. That's the same swing we saw out of him. Arizona is going to give Marwin a little bit of time here. Shake out that hand.
All right, if you see this, are you thinking let's throw the same pitch then?
Have to. He didn't adjust to it his last at bat. Definitely didn't adjust to it there. I was always a firm believer in throw it till he hits it. Now, whether or not Nick Pivetta can execute that same pitch again, we shall see.
I would just go right now, though. I wouldn't give him any extra time.
No.
Home plate umpire was ready to go. Two balls, two strikes. And a line drive back toward the middle, of base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Reddick. He'll score, and it's now 3-0. Well, that's all part of the execution of the pitch.
Yep.
So an RBI single for Marwin Gonzalez, his 60th RBI of the year. And it's 3-0.
You know where Cameron's set up. Let's go back to that same pitch. That ball just out over the plate. Not able to get on top of that breaking ball right there.
Eight-game hitting streak now for Marwin Gonzalez.
You don't see a whole lot of quote-unquote utility players with 60 RBIs.
Slice down the left field line, foul. Pitches by inning. This is obviously his largest load of the night. 28 pitches. One and two. Runners go. That pitch is in the dirt. It's 2-2. And a double steal puts runners on second and third. Ground ball right side, past the diving Tommy Joseph. And 1 run is in. Here comes the second runner, and he is safe at the plate. Marwin Gonzalez with a heck of a slide as he goes to the backside of home plate and gets the hand in. And it's now 5-0 in favor of the Astros.
Incredible slide. Excellent throw by Nick Williams. Showing that good arm from right field, but you're right. This is an excellent slide. Gets behind that baseball, keeps it low enough where Fisher cannot advance to second base. Yep, he's in there. Usually the umpire will kick that bat out of there.
Yeah, somebody will, either his teammate or, like you said, the umpire. Here's Tyler White with 2 more runs in and a breaking ball 0-1. Well, for 5 innings, this was as good an outing as we've seen from Pivetta. But it's unraveled here in the 6th. He's allowed 4 runs after getting the first batter out. The Altuve double forced him to go to the stretch, and then things got a little different. .33-pitch inning. It's an inning that will most likely be his last if he survives it. Luis Garcia. Phillies did bring up Jake Thompson today, as Ricardo Pinto was sent back down. But Luis Garcia is warming up in the bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike. There goes. Pitch is taken outside, and he stopped at first and went back. That's Derek Fisher. That's what coaches would like you to do. If you don't get a good jump, stop and go back. Now he goes again on a delayed steal, and the throw in the base path. Cesar Hernandez picks it and applies the tag, and the inning is over. But 4 runs scored in the inning for the Astros. Nick Pivetta's night is most likely done as we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-0 Stros. turning points. Charlie Morton has provided the turning point for the Astros. I guess it's easy to put their offense up as the turning point every single night, but this guy's been good tonight.
He has been good. Basically, fastball, curveball, has mixing a couple changeups, slider here and there, but fastball command has been pretty good. That is your Toyota turning point.
Well, he'll go to work with a 5-0 lead as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Howie Kendrick starts it off. Kendrick and Odubel Herrera the first two, and the first pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Charlie Morton, who began his professional career with the Atlanta Braves, was a top prospect in the Braves organization. And that was traded to the Pirates. He morphed into a couple of different styles while with the Pirates, including changing his style to that of Roy Halladay at one point. His best season with the Pirates was when he was 10-10 with a 3.83 ERA in 2011. Then, of course, came to the Phillies in 2016, and now with the Astros, is looking to pick up his 8th victory tonight if his team can hold on. He's got better stuff, though, on paper than his overall record would indicate. He's well under 500.
Just going to say that, especially with the ERA. Career ERA to 4.51, and stuff-wise, you look at him and think, how is that possible? He's better hitting ball clubs when he elevates. I told you, it flattens out, gets hit. And we've seen him touch 97 today with good tilt on his fastball, good curveball. But I agree. From a pure stuff standpoint, his numbers should be better.
Whoa, man. That one off the front of the dugout and shot all the way down the right field line. It's a good thing that net was there.
Freddie Galvis doesn't know what just happened.
I'm glad.
Watch it, Mick.
The very spry and refreshed Mickey Morandini sliding away from that line drive. That's what happens, Ben, when you keep yourself in tip-top shape.
That's right.
Curveball popped up toward third into foul territory. Gurriel was looking at Gaddis a few times, but he just didn't want to run into him. One away. Well, Murph, a little payback today with the Phillies' fantastic auction. Some of the kids got a chance to see that big old Fanavision come to life as their own TV.
Yeah, it was really kind of cool. When I got into work today, I heard sounds of baseball happening in the ballpark, but no one was on the field. But up there on Fanavision, as you mentioned, yeah, a couple video games. How about Carson Gloss, Charlie Keith, Gavin Wisnowski, and Justin Beeler? 4 8-year-old buddies getting a chance to play video games up on Fanavision and hang out with Aaron Altair and Cameron Perkins for a little while. I got some pictures taken, some autographs as well. That's a pretty cool day for 4 8-year-olds. Winners, as you mentioned, for the Phillies' fantastic auction. So a lot of fun. I was wondering where those sounds were coming from.
I'm with you. I was walking in and I could hear the sounds of the ball hitting a bat. And I'm thinking, wow, the cages are loud today.
Almost as loud as that line drive that just flew into the dugout,
yeah,
fellas. Wow.
I mean, it had a shoot after it hit the dugout. 75 feet.
Easily.
100 feet down the right field line.
Well, I wouldn't know. I was lying on the ground at that point.
You didn't choke on any C's, did you, Murph?
No, thankfully, I'm okay.
0-2. There were seeds that were on the floor up here in the press box. Somebody was eating seeds in the press box in the hallway, and there were seed shells all over the floor. Somebody said, was it Murph? I said, that would not be Greg Murphy.
Thank you, Tom.
It's too hard to find a cup, I guess.
That's a little rude.
Outside, 1-2. We'll get to the bottom of it, though.
DNA.
That's right, DNA. We got our own kits. One and two to Odubel Herrera. And Odubel's down on strikes. There's that breaking ball Ben was talking about. 6 strikeouts. Well, the Phillies are hearing it a little bit from the fans. It's a good weekend against the Brewers, but it hasn't carried over to the series against the Astros.
It's that good hard breaking ball, 82 miles an hour down the dirt. It's a hard curveball. You know, Murphy, talk about that line drive that went in the dugout. You know how smart us catchers are, right? See where Andrew Knapp's standing? That ball went whizzing past him, and he didn't even move. He just continued to stay in the same spot as Howie Kendrick went on with his at-bat.
Inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
It may have flowed past him so quickly he didn't realize it.
But yet he still stands in the same spot.
Yeah.
We were always like that when Ichiro was up and we were in the third base dugout somewhere. It was, you got to be watching every pitch.
Inside quarter, 1-1.
But that's a perfect example, though, of why I think it's great that CBP put the Phillies organization put the netting up behind the dugouts. I mean, if I don't care how ready you are, if you have a glove or whatever, that ball goes in the stands, you don't have a chance. You just don't.
Phillies' last hit came in the 3rd. It was a 1-out double by Freddie Galvis. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Maikel Franco. And Morton throws it outside, 2-2.
Odd he'd go with a changeup there. My only reason is he struck him out last time looking on a fastball in. I'm sorry, his first at bat on a fastball in. He's thinking, if I throw that on the same plane as the fastball in, which I already got him looking at, he's going to think heater in again and be way out in front and swing through it.
Off the right field line, out of play. Phillies with no runs on 2 hits here tonight. The Astros with 5 runs on 6 base hits. Off the hands again, foul. Aaron Noel will start tomorrow for the Phillies. He's pitched well lately. We'll see if he can neutralize this offense. Swing and a miss. Went back with the curveball, and he racked up his 7th strikeout of the night. 1-2-3 go the Phils. We'll move to the 7th inning. It is 5-zip Astros. Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda dealers game summary. The Phillies trailing 5-0 to the Astros as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Charlie Morton has struck out 7 over 6 innings of work. Derek Fisher from Lebanon, PA, a 2-run single. Phillies are 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, although that was kind of earlier in the game. Haven't mustered a whole lot since. Cameron Perkins is going to come on as part of a double switch, and he'll be in center field. Luis Garcia is on the mound. So Garcia will bat after Kendrick in the number 5 spot, and Perkins will bat 9th for the Phils. Fly ball to right field. Williams going back. He's under it and makes the catch, 1 away. And Aoki is now coming up. Garcia will face Aoki, who is 0 for 1. First pitch outside. Bouncer right side. Cesar charges. And 4-3 on the putout, 2 away here in the 7th inning. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Nissan. ShopChooseNissan.com. By WB Mason. Who bought WB Mason for fast free delivery? Nobody does it better. And by your local Ford store. Check out every new Ford car, truck, and SUV crossover at buyfordnow.com today. Phillies ball girls were accepting gifts for the summer week of giving tonight at the ballpark. They did a great job with that. Thank you to everybody who did bring in gifts that will be given out around Christmas time. Charlie Morton takes on the outside corner, and it's quickly 0-2. Boy, Garcia's been good. We expected that he would possibly close tonight if we got to that point. To the right side. This is an easy inning. It'll be a 6-pitch inning for Luis Garcia. A fly out, 2 ground outs. Time to stretch here at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies trailing at 5-0. Brought to you by UFC 214 on Saturday, July 29th. Order with your remote or visit Xfinity.com/UFC. The elder statesman Cormier against Jones. They just don't like each other.
No, they
Ben.
don't.
I don't care how you lay it out. They just don't like each other. I don't know what happened that caused the rift, but they have a history.
I think Cormier's his line was, they asked, why do you do this? Like, literally, why do you do it? He said, I just love to go to battle.
Yeah.
It's a whole different mindset.
Tommy Joseph will lead it off. Joseph has doubled, and he's grounded out to second. 1 for 2. And Morton starts him out with a fastball away. 1 ball, no strikes. Charlie Morton is trying to get through the 7th inning for the 3rd time this year. That's his season high. 91 pitches. He's only allowed 2 hits. The last hit was the double by Galvis in the 3rd. In fact, the 2 hits he's allowed have been doubles. 1 by Joseph, 1 by Galvis.
You have 94 to 97 in the tank, and you throw a 1-0 hook the bottom of the 7th to the leadoff guy with a 1-0 count. Then it goes 2-0. Everybody knows what you're throwing. I don't get it.
2-1 pitch. What did the Boone tell you?
Boone was just.
He's telling you you're overthinking it, Ben.
Overthinking it. Always got to listen to the Boone. Brett Boone's in town.
Charlie Morton gets nearly 6 runs of support. He got 5 tonight, or he has gotten 5 tonight, and it's 3-2. Curveball and a strike 3 call. 8 strikeouts for Morton. He has K'd the last 3 hitters. And Cameron Rupp is coming up. He'll be followed by Cameron Perkins. Let's take a look at that pitch.
And he goes back to a 3-2 breaking ball. It's a good one. Last thing Tommy was looking for, I'm sure. And I will be the first to tell you, Tom, it's the last thing I was expecting.
Cameron Rupp is grounded out, and he has reached on an error. Opposite way. That's a liner that's going to stay in the yard and take a hop off the scoreboard. And Cameron Rupp, his 10th double of the year.
Talking about a loud noise. That was loud.
Well, the 3 hits tonight for the Phillies, all 3 have been doubles.
This is just the best sound. It really is. What do you prefer, the crack of the bat or the crack of the mitt?
That's a good question. I would say the bat. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
I would agree.
Really, I would have thought you would say the mitt.
Hitting was always more fun than catching.
Weren't you better at catching though?
A lot better. Although that does sound pretty good.
Jake Thompson warming up. Well, we're going to get a chance to hear that up close tomorrow. Cameron Perkins takes a strike. Will be out in the stands right near the Phillies bullpen. I hope we don't have to hear the Phillies bullpen warming up all that often tomorrow night, unless it's to seal the deal on a victory. Back toward the middle. Morton lets it go. Altuve picks it up. Perkins retired. Cam was running pretty well there. I talked to him today about the knee injury last night. Those are the seats where we'll be tomorrow night. Tune in. Final game of this three-game series. Bills and the Astros. It's the call from the pen. Plenty of surprises. I have to admit that, well, and this is why they're surprises, we have not been told about any of the things that are happening. It's about time that everybody involved with these surprises gets themselves in office, because every time you run around a corner, there's a lot of whispering going on. That's why there's seeds on the floor. Yeah.
You think that's the reason the seeds are on the floor?
Well, I don't want to say anything. I took Murph off the hook, but he was part of the whispering. Let's hope the Fanatic doesn't overstay his welcome like last year. In the dirt, 2-1.
I just would rather not have the popcorn in the hair and down my shirt
Here's
this
the
year.
thing. I got it for you.
Okay.
Do not, and I'll do this too. I'll do this too. Yeah, this is what happened last year. So to make sure this doesn't happen again, Cesar bounces a foul. Hey, nice play, McGee. Tomorrow, I will not put any product in my hair until after the Fanatic comes out, so you don't put any product in your hair.
That's so smart of you.
Yes.
It really is.
Look how it bounces.
Just a few kernels there.
It's just a mess.
And he did it so early in the game.
Yes, he
did. It was
did.
hot and sticky, and we had to have butter and salt all over us the rest of the game.
Yeah, most times we would say that sounds good. Charlie Morton, he's been dealing tonight. 9 strikeouts through 7. We'll move to the 8th inning. Phil's down 5. And by Jefferson Health, call 800-JEF-NOW or visit jeffersonhealth.org. Phillies ball girls helping entertain along with the Philly Fanatic on the dugout. Dancing to All I Want for Christmas. Time now for our Hyundai defensive plays of the game.
This was a ball that was just very well struck. Derek Fisher getting back. He uses that 42-inch glove to corral the baseball, and then Derek Fisher later in the ball game comes in off the bat of Nick Pivetta to save another run. They are your Hyundai defensive plays of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
Altuve leads it off against Garcia. Swings at the first pitch. Barehanded by Franco in time. Boy, that is a fantastic play. He makes that routinely. Time now for our Hyundai defensive play of the game, part 2.
Comes in barehands. It knows about the wheels of Jose Altuve. Fires a strike on to Tommy Joseph. It's all about knowing your runner. Altuve smells a hit. Franco thinking differently.
Two. Tony Sipp warming up in the bullpen. One ball and 2 strikes. Bouncer back toward the middle. Galvis sweeps it over to first. Reddick retired for the second out. 2 outs. Let's check in with Greg Murphy, who's going to update us on what's going on around baseball.
Thanks, Tom. It's our unlimited baseball break presented by T-Mobile. We told you last night Clayton Kershaw back on the disabled list with what appeared to be another back injury. Now, last year, you remember, a disc problem sent Kershaw to the disabled list for 2.5 months. So yesterday, when he came down with similar symptoms and ended up on the DL, the timetable was 4 to 6 weeks at least to get Kershaw back. However, MRI today has showed that it is not the same kind of problem. It is not a disc problem, however, just a lower back strain. So now the folks in Los Angeles much more optimistic they can get him back sooner. In fact, Dave Roberts said you can bet, it is a safe bet, that he will be back sometime during the regular season. So that is good news. They were a little worried that Clayton Kershaw might be done for the year. And put this down into the things you just never know you're going to see when you show up to a baseball game. Todd Frazier back to Yankee Stadium as a Yankee for the very first time. His very first at bat in Yankee Stadium as a Yankee. Bases loaded, and he grounds into a triple play. That kind of thing just doesn't happen very often. Ground ball to shortstop. They turned to double play. The runner between Didi Gregorius was caught between second and third, eventually caught in a rundown, thrown out. So a triple play in Todd Frazier's first at bat as a Yankee in Yankee Stadium, and his return to Yankee Stadium. Of course, Tom, as you know, he is from Toms River, New Jersey.
Great Garden State.
Yeah, the Todd father.
Yeah, the Todd father. Yeah. The triple play is the first to score a run since the Mariners hit into a triple play and scored a run in 2006.
No RBI, though, for the Todd father.
No RBI, but the Yankees are leading 3-1 over the Reds in the rematch of the '76 World Series.
If you do a triple play, I wouldn't want an RBI.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Gurriel over to third. How about this outing by Luis Garcia? 15 pitches. He retired 6 batters. 5 groundouts for Garcia. On to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies down 5-0. So why not give them the protection they deserve? A State Farm agent is here to help with the right home and auto coverage and discounts too. Talk to a Philadelphia area State Farm agent or call 800-STATE-FARM. Tony Sipp will take over. Sipp pitched in last night's ball game. 0-1 with a 5.22 earned run average. They'll face Freddie Galvis. Astros at one time were looking for a left-handed specialist, and in 2014 the Padres released Tony Sipp and they picked him up, and he's been with them ever since. It included them re-signing him when he became a free agent at the end of the 2015 season for 3 years at $18 million. So this is the second year of that deal. As Galvis fouls it away, it's 1-2. Ooh, nice play on the carom. Freddie tonight is 1 for 2. Hit by a pitch, doubled, and flied out to center. Hats off to Charlie Morton for what he did tonight. 7 innings. He struck out 9, hit 2, walked 1. First time since the 17th of April that he did not allow a run in a game. Coming off an outing which he allowed 4 against the Mariners. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely had it going tonight.
Mostly fastball, breaking balls, some changeups. But his fastball had some movement on it, which when it has movement down in the zone, that's when he is effective. Heck, you can say that about any pitcher. Popped up. White will give it a look and makes the catch as he pounds it to the railing. Good concentration, 1 out.
Find a spot where the ball is going to come down and get to it as quickly as possible.
It's our GMC precision play.
See him look down where the railing is, and you're right. A gut buster there. Very good play. GMC professional play, precision play.
Very professional. Nick Williams is 0 for 2 with a walk in today's game. And 2. Sharply to the right side, Altuve kicks it for a moment. They're not going to throw Williams out. Was he trying to shovel that with his glove, or did it just pop out of his glove? From here, it looked like he was trying to shovel it.
I think he clanked it. See, he kicked it with his glove. He kicked his glove right there, and I think it just threw off his timing. He was not trying to shovel that. I think he just clanked it.
Knee 4. And A.J. Hinch has not taken any chances. He has decided he's going to go to his bullpen. with 1 out here in the 8th inning. And a runner at first base. So a pitching change. The Astros will bring in the hard-throwing right-hander. His answer. All right, Ben, here's the question. Who are the only 2 Astros to win the Rookie of the Year award?
Well, I thought I had a good grasp on it. We shall see. One was in the American League. One was in the National League. National League winner.
In that order?
No.
Oh. Okay.
National League winner, Jeff Bagwell.
Yep.
American League, Carlos Correa.
Log back on to Phillies.com to find out if you're the winner of a Phillies prize pack. And thanks for playing Jeep Stump the Fans. Here is Francis Martez, the new pitcher. And he fires a strike. It's 0-1 to Howie Kendrick with a runner at first base and 1 man down. ERA of 4.11. He throws hard. He'll top off at 97. Curveball, changeup, fastball pitcher. When he was in the minor leagues, he was at 100 miles an hour. Well, that looks more like a slider than a curveball. Started out as a starting pitcher originally with the Miami Marlins organization, but was traded to the Astros with Colin Moran and Jake Marisnick and the Jared Cozart trade. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kendrick. 1-2.
They have that as a curveball, and he's right on the mark there. 82.7 to 86.
Yeah, that's what I have. Fastball 94, 97. Curveball 83, 86. Changeup 88 to 91. I said it, but I said it looks more like a slider than a curve.
Quick arm, that's for sure.
This past spring, he was rated as the #1 prospect in the Astros system. Out of the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss. And Kendrick strikes out. 10 strikeouts tonight for Astros pitching. They are tops in Major League Baseball in strikeouts. Andres Blanco will now pinch hit.
It's a breaking ball that backs up. Our good friend Matt Stairs always says that's the best pitch in baseball. You see it spinning, you expect it to break down and away from you. It backs up and ties you up.
Andres takes a strike, 0-1. That's all right, Andres. I don't think you want to swing at that pitch anyway.
Not a whole lot you can do with it. That was 96. Did it not look like it was 106? Like, seriously, his ball looks so much harder than 95, 96. It might have something to do with when he breaks his hands to when he actually releases it. It's so fast. He's got a very quick motion, even out of the stretch here. I think that's why it just seems like it jumps on the hitter.
Whoa, that jumped all the way past Gaddis. And Williams will go to second base.
It's remarkably wide.
It sure was. Bob Uecker would have appreciated that one.
I mean, that's just
a bit outside.
Wow, that went over the white chalk on the outside part of the right-hander batter's box.
He's just setting him up for this pitch. Out towards shallow center field. Fisher had a good jump and swallows it up. No runs, no hits. There was one Astros error. And the Phillies leave one. We'll go to the ninth inning. 5-0 Stros. Hector's coming in. Just a reminder, that's a 12:35 start next Monday. And after the game, children 14 and under are invited to go onto the field and run the bases. Sponsored by Nemours. Go to Phillies.com for more information.
Maybe we could do that, Tom. Show our good form running.
No, I think we decided that. Oh yeah, you have good form. You're just slow.
Yes.
I don't have good form, and I am very slow. Plus, we'll be leaving on a jet plane.
Going back to Cali.
Going to Anaheim. Here's Hector Neris, who's 2-4 with an earned run average of 3.35. Getting a little work. Popped him up. Foul territory, third base side. Michael says he has it, and he does. One out. Well, if you want to know how the Astros took the early lead and then built on it, take a look at our scoring summary that's spinning through. Marwin Gonzalez had an RBI single after it looked like his hand was going to fall off on a swing. And then he eventually came around to score and had a nifty slide to score the 5th run for the Astros. Over to the hole, and Freddie Galvis unable to get to it, so that's a single. A 1-out single.
What the job Luis Garcia did. I know you mentioned it going to break, but 15 pitches Luis had, 12 of them strikes. So he just completed his 42nd innings pitched this season. Okay. He is down to a 2.14 ERA.
Right.
Okay. You take away the one, he pitched 2/3 of an inning on June 7th at Atlanta, where he gave up 5 earned runs. 5 earned runs in one outing, 2/3 of an inning. If you take that away, he'd have a 1.09 ERA for the season. It's remarkable.
He's really pitched well, and hopefully continues to gain confidence with each passing outing. Breaking ball, 1 strike. Like we said, we thought if the Phillies had a lead, there was a chance he was going to close tonight. Two and one. Two balls and 2 strikes to Fisher. The dirt scooped up by Cameron Rupp, and it is now 3 balls and 2 strikes to Fisher. Outside, ball 4. First and second with 1 out. Well, there's those that come to a ballpark and they keep score every time they come out.
It's like we do.
Yeah, similar in style. Circles the outs. He's using pencil, so if he makes mistakes, he doesn't have to white it out. He's using a pen like we are.
I don't know if anyone uses as many pens as you do.
I've used 3. Black, red, and blue.
All the same make?
Yeah. I do use other colors for notes and things like that. Purple, green, orange.
Does a certain color denote what exactly is on your scorecard?
Not for baseball. For football and for basketball, it does. Red is free throws. Blue is field goal percentage. Green is 3-point percentage, and black is points and rebounds.
So why the red on your notebook here?
Red is for RBIs and for putting the number of strikeouts in a column, and to let me know when there's a pitching change as well. Little tapper. Murph's got his very own little notebook that he scorebook that he carries around. That gentleman has the one you can purchase at a store, which has everything you want. You can even count pitches with it. Now that's a style right there. Filling in the blanks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And White whacks it foul. Remains 1-2. But for baseball, it's black for name, position, average home runs and RBIs. Red for runs, doubles, triples, stolen bases, and caught stealing. And then blue is for some of the notes that go under the hitters' names. Pitchers is where I will add some different color.
I just go with the green Papermate Flare medium.
1-2. Swing and a miss. There's the split. 2 outs.
It's a good tumbler here. Out of his hand is a strike, and the bottom just falls out of it.
There's Aoki, who is 0 for 2. He's got a sacrifice fly. Outside corner with a split, and it's 0-1. And 2. Fly ball center field. Perkins ventures back and will reel it in. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left for the Astros at the top of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Phillies as we go to the bottom of the 9th. That guy right there will start off when we return. doubles tonight. That has been it against Astros pitching. Following the game, stay tuned. Marshall Harris, Ricky Vitalico, Corey Seidman are standing by. They'll be talking about the outing by Nick Pivetta. Now, it's two different outings. The first 5 innings and then the 6th inning when he allowed 4 runs. They'll also talk about the outing by Charlie Morton, the former Philly, and what he was able to accomplish tonight. He was very good. He went 7 strong innings. Changes for the Astros. Jake Marisnick will take over in center field. Over to left field goes Fisher, Derek Fisher, that is. And the new pitcher is right-hander Kenny Giles. Well, Kenny's having himself a much better season with the Astros.
Still fastball slider. The slider's been really good for him this season.
It's not a big crowd, but they gave him a gentle round of applause. Giles is still topping off at 98 miles an hour. He has hit 100 from time to time. Vince Velasquez was acquired in the trade that brought over Ken Giles to the Astros. And Maikel Franco will lead it off. 0 for 3 tonight. 0 for his last 15 and 1 for his last 18.
The first pitch at 100.
There's that slider. They say he's throwing the slider an awful lot this year, which we kind of saw as the season went on with the Phillies. He got better and better with the slider, so he kept on utilizing it. Is that normal set and delivery by Giles. Ground ball foul past Juan Samuel, 1-2. Slider swung on and missed. And that's the 3rd time tonight that Franco has struck out. 11 strikeouts for Astros pitching. And 1 out here in the 9th inning. Kenny Giles was the 7th round pick by the Phillies in 2011. 16 saves with the Phillies during his time here. Traded to the Astros for Mark Appel, Harold Aruz, Thomas Eshelman, Brett Oberholzer, and Velasquez. Tommy Joseph takes strike 1, 0-1. And 2, 100 miles an hour there. Well, at least for tonight, he's 100-mile Giles. And a slider, front door, back-to-back strikeouts. 2 outs.
Buckles the knees here of Tommy. Good pitch. When you throw 100 and you have that start out your head, very uncomfortable feeling.
Cameron Rupp checks his swing on a slider. Wasn't the best of starts for Giles last year with the Astros, but he's settled in now. 1 ball, no strikes. And again, another check, and it's 2-0. Two and one. Outside for a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Cameron Perkins on deck. At a high fastball at 99.
That's one that's hard to get on top of. Probably a strike, the very top of that strike zone, but
Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a high fly ball out toward left field. Going back on it is Fisher. Reaches up. He can't get it. It's off his glove. Rupp's going to second. And the throw won't get there in time. That's his second double of the night. That's the first time in a while I remember Cameron Rupp pulling the baseball.
yeah, he got out in front of that slider just a bit. It was up. And Cameron may have thought he got it. Not running right out of the box. But it just eludes Fisher in left field for a pair. So all the hits tonight have been doubles.
Yep, all 4.
You see Cameron there, he thought he got it. Just off the glove. Derek Fisher.
Cameron Perkins will be the hitter. He grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball to third. This should do it. Gurriel's throw in time, and the Astros have taken the first 2 games of the series as the Phillies have been shut out for the 6th time here in 2017. They lose it by a final of 5-0. In the 9th inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left in scoring position. The Phillies finished with 4 hits tonight, all 4 doubles. 3 of those came against Charlie Morton, who is our Chevrolet player of the game. Morton was excellent this evening, as he was able to go 7 innings, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts. And our deliveries of the game are Charlie Morton's strikeouts.
Oh, he had 9 of them. He did it with the fastball. Front doors at there, Nick Williams. He did it with a changeup. Of course, he had that very good breaking ball tonight. Another one in the dirt. That was one of my keys to the game. Make him elevate the fastball and the curveball. It's just tough. He was 95 to 97. But very good use of that breaking ball tonight. Charlie Morton is your WB Mason deliveries of the game.
So the Phils lose the first 2 games of this series. They'll try to salvage this 3-game set tomorrow night. They lose at 5-0. We'll be back to wrap it up after this.